will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught open middle, it's Strowman. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its seventh play of the drive. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Callow. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Hawai'i's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they wanted to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Runs through a tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires complete on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Warrior! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and they quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Stroman. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Stroman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Wants to throw again. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick handoff. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Going to the run, it's Callow. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, a Expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own.
Makes the grab.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll move the tight end. On third down, he drops the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fired in there, but incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got his man to the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Finding an escape route. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Give to the running back.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his team.
Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Callum. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Callum. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. On target over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. On target. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. It's on target and complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's first down from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Handoff to the lone back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. This offense doing business in the red zone. In the red area, it's Gallo. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they're going to throw it. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Landry. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Use the play fake, down to throw. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Powers through the defender.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Landry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Completes it in the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Landry.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Landry. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looking for a man. It's LaBelle. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard fourth down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying aggressive to try to get a touchdown?
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Callow. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner will be knocked down. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. Fires to the tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard.